Alright, Mike here. I'm going to teach you how to work the APU on the truck. So, your control panel is right here. It says Thermo King on it. So, let's start off with how to turn your AC on it. And this actually turns on the APU system. It will only turn on when you put it in the AC mode. So what you'll do is you'll push this button in, everything lights up, it's on standby. As you see here, what you want to do is you want to put it on the snowflake, which is for the AC, and then the middle knob you turn it to the cold position. And then what you have to do is you have to turn the fan on for the AC and the APU to kick on. If you do not turn the fan on, it's not gonna work. So you must turn the fan on for the APU to work. Now the fan is blowing, and in just a minute you're gonna hear the APU just kicked on. You can hear it. So now you're getting power inside the truck. And that's how you turn the APU on and how to use the AC system. Very important, you must turn the fan on, and that must be on the snowflake and this in the cold position for it to operate. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it off, hold it down, APU turned off, the whole system's off. So now we're gonna do the heat. So what you do is, again, push this in, everything lights up. You're gonna want to turn this knob to the wavy arrows, that's for your heat, and you're gonna turn this knob all the way to the warm, and that's all you need to do. For the heat, you do not turn the fan on. The heat has its own fan and it's automatic. So do not turn the fan on. Don't turn it on. And right now, what's happening is there's a vent down here, right there. This is where your heat is coming from. And in the beginning, you're probably not gonna feel that much air coming out. But like I said, this fan does not control the heat. The heat has its own fan, and it's all the way in the back over there. And what it does is, as it gets warmer, it starts blowing air faster and faster. So right now, when I'm putting my hand here, I'm barely feeling anything coming out. But if you give it about 5 to 10 minutes, it's gonna start blowing really fast. That's where your heat is. Your heat does not come out your vents over here or up there or here. Okay, heat only comes out of these vents right here. That's it, nowhere else. Okay, so that's it. Remember, heat fan off, AC fan on. And that's how you control that. Now, let's turn this off. I'm going to turn this off now. And what I want you to do now is, well, what I want to teach you now is, when you come home for home time, or if you're going to be parking the truck for a while, what you have to do is you cut the truck off, take the key out of the ignition, and what you do is you push this button in once till everything lights up and you see that standby, and then don't touch anything else. Leave everything as is. Make sure this is on standby, and you leave it alone. And we're gonna go ahead and get out of the truck. And then this switch right here. You're gonna want to turn it to the off position. Turn it all off. The APU is on standby. This is very important, especially in cold weather, because what the APU does is it has a sensor on the block, and it also has a sensor on the radiator. Keeps your block from freezing up, and it keeps your radiator from freezing up, and it also keeps your batteries charged. So if you're sitting at home for a week, 2 weeks, and it's cold out, that APU is constantly kicking on. As soon as it senses your battery's dying, your block is freezing up, or your radiator is freezing up. So it's very, very important. Make a habit of it. Every time you go home, make sure you put that APU on standby, and make sure you always turn this battery switch off when you're leaving the truck. All right, and I'll be back for more.